After the attack, the settlers switched priority. Defense first, trade second.
We built our fort, which was triangle-wise, having 3 bulwarks at every corner. We made ourselves sufficiently strong for those savages.
May 27, 1607. Rising out of Jamestown's sandy soil, the first structure of the first permanent English settlement in America. Today, Kelso's team sifts every shovelful in search of what really happened here and tracks each find by computer.
We can go back and essentially recreate all the data that we've extracted from the ground. So if we want to know where a specific artifact came in, then we can quickly find out within a few clicks where it exactly came from.
Kind of a pattern.
You can start looking at patterning of deposition of artifacts.
What surprises them the most is what they don't find. Almost no evidence of farming tools. Proof the settlers were completely reliant on what they could trade with the Indians.
I went up to the town and showed them what copper and hatchets they should have for corn, each family seeking to give me most content.
Copper was something that could be polished up and made shiny. Shiny things were highly valued. There were not very many shiny things in the Indian world.
Farewell.
But Smith soon encounters some tough customers among the tribes.
I traded with a churlish and treacherous nation. They attempted to take our pieces and our swords by stealth. They were ready to assault us.
There's treachery amongst them. Step slow.
From his contacts with different tribes, Smith learns of a powerful Indian leader named Powhatan. This is the man who can make or break the settlers' business dealings with the Indians. But Powhatan is a shadowy figure, as elusive as he is influential. John Smith hopes to find Powhatan and to map the Chickahominy River.
Time match ready. Dallas Fly Indians set fire to the corn.
On December 10th, 1607, he sets out upriver, deep into enemy territory. As soon as he leaves, 2 of his men are ambushed. Smith has no one left to watch his back. Led by an Indian guide, John Smith probes deep into the Virginia wilderness. He keeps his eye out for the Powhatan Indians. Too bad for Smith, they find him first.
Within a quarter of an hour, I heard a loud cry and a hollowing. The Indians had betrayed us.
Smith suspects his guide has led him into a trap, but Smith uses him as a human shield.
I seized him and bound his arm fast to my hand in a garter, with my pistol ready bent to be revenged on him. Men environed me, each drawing their bow. Thus surprised, I resolved to try their mercies.
But John Smith has got another secret weapon the Indians aren't expecting. Smith is as slick a showman as he is a talker, and it's showtime.
Much they marveled at the playing of the fly and needle, which they could see so plainly and yet not touch. They all stood as amazed with admiration, and laid down their bows and arrows.
And we have found a compass case. The actual glass part would fit into this center circle right in here. John Smith began to amaze them with the compass and how it worked. And as they looked through the glass was very foreign to them anyway. And you could see through it, and you could see the pointer going around.
Could this 400-year-old artifact be the actual compass that saved John Smith's life?
The hour lines on the compass are calibrated for a latitude of Venice, so it wouldn't work too well for Jamestown. And we do know also that John Smith traveled extensively through Italy, so it's possible that it may be his compass dial.
John Smith's gamble pays off. he earns an audience with Powhatan himself. He also meets Powhatan's favorite daughter, Pocahontas. What Smith claims happens next could be the first great whopper in American history.
The story that Smith writes about Pocahontas saving his life at the last minute from getting his brains beaten out on a rock, he made that one up.
As for Pocahontas' legendary drop-dead beauty, don't go there.
Pocahontas was not tall and skinny. She was more likely to be rather short and heavily muscled, since given the work Powhatan Indian women and girls did, it would have been very, very physical. It's much more likely that Pocahontas was built like a piano mover. What is more likely, sort of an alliance was struck between Powhatan personally and John Smith personally.
Jamestown.
Smith and Powhatan make a sweetheart deal for a trading partnership. The Indians will supply the settlers with corn in return for copper, tools, and beads.
These are the sky blue beads of John Smith, who, such a marketing man he was, told the Indians that the Queen of England wore these beads. And so, of course, Chief suddenly wanted to have him for his very own, and Smith just happened to have a couple barrels along with him.